welcome back to another video. It's your girl, littt, period. Oh, it's the chest bone for me. Okay, let me stop. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up, comment in the comment section of the video, post notifications, and hit that subscribe button on the road to 200 subscribers. For today's video, the title actually caught my attention because the thumbnail doesn't really give much. It says living without a yoni, a vajayjay. So I guess without further ado, let's just get into it. I mean, yeah, I don't know how to take it, but let's just react to the video. Right.
I was born without pretty much all of my vagina. I was just so humiliated and embarrassed by it.
How does she pee?
I didn't feel like a woman. I remember when you were first diagnosed. That was really hard. But I'm really proud of you. It's part of who I am. It is my story. I don't want to pretend that it's not me. It is me.
I'm not judging.
My name's Emily. I'm 22. And I was born with Mayer-Rokitansky Kuster-Hauser syndrome, or MRKH for short. It's 1 in 5,000 women born with it. It means that I was born without a uterus and a fully formed vagina. I've got both ovaries that hopefully are healthy, but I won't be able to find that out for a few years yet. At 16, I just got told, you have this condition called MRKH. When I found out, it was really tough. I was just so humiliated and embarrassed by it. I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't feel like a woman. When I was 16, I started going through the treatment of dilation. Making a vagina out of that is just so tough, and for me it was really painful, it's embarrassing. I ended up having what's called the Vagina procedure, and what they do is they kind of put a device on your abdomen and use traction to, pull up and create a canal. Excruciating and really, really horrible, but that was when I was 17, and since then I've not needed to do any more treatment. You think, well, I must be the only person in the world and you don't find anybody else. Eventually I did. There's a whole community of people. That's really helped build my confidence and know that I want to talk about it a bit more. So I remember when you were first diagnosed, that was really hard. Not understanding much about it. You think you're the only person going through it, don't you? But I'm really proud of you now. So I'm going to be talking to Charlie today. She's got MRKH too. Just talk to her about what her fertility journey was, and then, ask for some advice. I know my options kind of mainly are IVF and surrogacy or adoption. It's good to find out more about someone that's looked at it and learnt about it a bit more, because you can read about it, but until you hear from somebody else what they've experienced, I think that's the best way to learn about it and know what's coming, really. I'm really glad I can speak to you. I just wanted to know a bit more about your journey and what you went through. I was diagnosed actually 20 years ago this summer. It was kind of strange those first kind of few years after the diagnosis, not really knowing how to kind of process it. I found more information back in my 20s rather than diving straight in, because I was so worried about it taking a long time, which it does, but I was so worried about that I think I kind of lost sight of what I wanted. I think there is a lot to consider, but as you said, I don't want it to take over my life, stressing about, am I going to have children, how am I going to have children, but I think it's just learning stuff early so I can know what to expect. I think trying to be patient with yourself and not comparing your journey to others in that kind of way, and just thinking that this is my path, I'm on my journey, you are not alone. Thanks so much for talking to me today. I really appreciate all the information and advice you've given me. Thanks, Charlie. Okay. Bye.
Hey. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, it was good actually. As Charlie said, I don't want it to take over my life thinking about having children, because I'm in my 20s, I've got to live my 20s. I need to be thinking and living in the moment. I realise how lucky I am that I got diagnosed when I am, because there's so much more support available now than there was back when she was diagnosed 20 years ago. Just because you can't have kids, or people think that women should have kids, doesn't mean that it is the be all and end all.
That is true.
You can tell how far Emily's come in the fact that she wants to share this potentially with the world, and I'm really proud of her for that.
It's part of who I am. It is my story. I don't want to pretend that it's not me. It is me. Cheers.
That is interesting. That is very like. What do they mean fully developed? Like, are there some parts missing? Are there some parts that are not there? Like, I'm trying to picture it in my head. Like, I'm trying to picture it in my head. Like, like I still don't understand that she doesn't have a yoni, but it's like you know. And I don't want to like search it and then like scare myself because some of us are sensitive viewers, yeah. But that was interesting. Like, especially like I think I've watched a couple of born different videos. They're very interesting. It's like you actually get an insight on how other people are living, what other people are going through, and what they're experiencing or what their lives are like. That's the only interesting part about watching these kind of videos. Sometimes they scare you and they shock you and they make you feel like, oh my god, like she's going through that, he's going through that. So you just stay away from them. This one I reacted to it because it was the easiest one to react to. Some of them is just like ugh, it makes my heart heavy. Have you ever heard like a story and then it's like in your heart? But I don't like. I'm trying to picture more than anything. I hear what she's saying, but I'm trying to picture it in my head, like how. I just have so many questions in my head on how, why, what's missing, what's there. But it's not for me to find out. It's for her to know and not me to find out. But make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Comment your thoughts on this. Don't forget to turn and also like search more information. Like so I can understand this. Like even in the comment section, like make it make sense to me. Don't forget to turn your post notifications and hit the subscribe button and I'm out.